So
We're all good.
it's so good to see you
Thank
in
you.
person versus
Thank
over
you.
just the computer the entire time. Would you like to announce who you are so the rest of the world can find out about you?
Sure. I am Claire Marie Miller, and I am a massage therapist of 46 plus years. So I graduated from the Boulder School of Massage in 1979. And it's been a great life being a massage therapist. My website is my name, clairemariemiller.com. And as far as a provider, I began nurturing the mother in 1990, so that's 35 years old. Integrative reflexology was in 93 at Linda Clay School in Charlotte, the first class. So that's 32 years.
Yeah. And you've been around the United States teaching in various regions.
Yes.
So
Yep.
do you enjoy teaching in other regions now, or are you focused on one particular region?
I mostly stay in North Carolina because I there were times I was doing 5,000 miles in a month. I was doing
Yes.
4 or 5 workshops. And it's just what I did. It was a little bit crazy, but I did enjoy meeting people all over. I'm mostly in the East, I would say from Georgia to Pennsylvania has been the dominant amount of time. But I've found a great love in Montana. I don't know if you know, I have a big story in Montana.
Ooh, we
I
love
got,
stories.
I got stranded there on 9/11. I was
Oh,
out there teaching for the first time and I was stranded. I was actually at a place called Boulder Hot Springs. The lady who owned the school in Bozeman, Ruth Marion, had been the director of the Boulder School of Massage, then moved to Bozeman, Montana, started a school and asked me to come and teach. So I
what a
did.
wild time.
And I was supposed to fly home that day. And I woke up in this beautiful hot springs, and it's where my cousins played. And I'd never met my first cousins or my aunt and uncle, but they live north in Helena and since got to meet them and long stories. But anyway, I'm teaching out there again in September and my class is packed. So I have
Wow.
kind of a Montana following.
Well, while
That's
you're
the
out there, make sure they know about PERGs and PERGONLINE so that we can get some of those regional, Western regional classes posted for people who live in that region. So,
yes.
uh, can you tell me what one thing would you want everybody to know about your style for teaching? Who is Claire, or are you teaching, having others teach with you? What is it you look for in a teacher? What are you trying to share with the world?
I like a teacher that doesn't speak over their heads, that doesn't try to use all the fancy lingo, all the top-notch medical terms, even though we try to be like them. I like to be down to earth. And make and some of my students, one in Montana said this. She goes, Claire, I understand you. When I go to your class, I get it. I've gone to
Right.
other classes and they're just like spouting off stuff that doesn't make sense. I really like to make sense. I like it to be usable. I like them to walk out the door and do it the next day. So that's kind of been my hallmark, and I think that's why I get a lot of repeat business
Well,
because
I
it's
took your
very usable.
courses 26 years ago, and I still remember many of the sideline sweeps. And I remember absolutely the teaching style speaks very much to you.
Thank
To
you.
what the course I did, the reflexology course, and I also took the pregnancy massage, and I speak very well of you, of the right,
Thank you.
highly,
Thank you.
highly of
Thank
you. So you're still in it, you're still loving it.
I did.
Um,
I am.
so if you have, do you have one memory about your one favorite share, one that you can share on
Okay.
the internet, a favorite memory about teaching continuing ed?
Uh, a baby being born.
What? Wait a minute, wait a minute. A baby was born.
Well, not
Okay, so
quite
you're gonna
in
have to tell
class,
this story.
but during class time. So it was AMTA Wisconsin, and I had already taught there once, and this one wonderful person said, I'm pregnant, Claire. I'm going to be your demo. And she told her baby, you can't come until I get my massage from Claire. So here we are at a hotel in a conference room, and so I give her pregnancy massage. And then the next day we had the pregnant women come in. And so she said, Claire, I'm one of them, aren't I? I said, oh, yeah, 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 get on the table. You're one of them. And so then we did a labor massage demonstration, and she's within 2 weeks of her due date or less, maybe. And so we did that. And then that night we had a community dinner for the AMTA, officers and the presenters. And I'm looking at her down the table and she's making a face every few minutes. And I was like, oh, she's having contractions. And so we walk outside and I said, okay, so what's going on? She goes, I feel like somebody's dancing on my cervix. And so I was like, okay.
Was
So
her first baby?
yes. And so I gave her my room number. I said, you just let me know. I'm here. I'd like a good night's sleep, but I can get up early. I'm an early bird. So I'm up at 6 o'clock, so you can call me. So she did. And we did labor massage for about 2 hours. And she left at 8 o'clock in the morning. And luckily, her husband had been called in. And the birth center was just a couple of exits away. So that was also serendipitous. And so she went off and had her baby, and we got the call at noon. So she left the hotel at 8, call at noon, and she had the baby. So that's four
Oh,
hours, first baby.
I'm sorry. What was that last thing you said?
4 hours of labor, first
That was
baby.
it.
So we had a baby at Nurturing the Mother.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
My
isn't
mom
that
always
cool?
said the doctor threw his tie over his shoulder and out I came. I
Oh, you were
was
a
so
fast one too. So
eager to
yeah.
get going in the world, but I was number three
Oh,
for my
okay.
parents,
Yeah.
not number one.
So yeah, I mean, she's her story's on my website on my blog. I
Aw,
actually wrote it and put it on there when the young lady who was born was 14. So that was nice.
aw. Oh, the baby. Okay.
Well, she's
I
a
was checking the
14-year-old now.
questions for a minute there. So
The
the
mom
person
was
that
about
came to
14.
class was 14. Okay.
14 years ago. We have a teenager. But I thought it was cool for her to read her birth story on it's on my blog, it's on my website.
Oh, absolutely. I learned about birth stories I think you probably introduced me to doula.
Hmm.
So, and then I went on and did some doula training. I can't say that I was made for it. I did enjoy what I learned.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest things I learned about doula is all over. It's with elders, it's with death and dying. Can be a supportive doula for not only pre-birth but postpartum. I just love that concept.
Yeah.
It makes that bridge, especially when it comes to dealing with what's the word, having
40.
loved ones where
Yeah.
you are a caregiver, and you've
Hmm.
got somebody looking out for you as well. So I
Yeah.
love that.
Absolutely. And I do have one little add-on to I've been writing my memoir, and we're in the edit process, and it may be out by the end of the summer. And it's called A Tale of Two Boulders, because I was stranded in Boulder, Colorado in a big snowstorm, and that's what led me to massage school.
Wow,
And then I was stranded in 9/11 in Boulder, Montana, which led me to fall in love with Montana, Yellowstone, and the wolves. So both have been pivotal moments in my life. So the story kind of revolves around some of that, but a lot of my career too.
nice. Well, I look forward to having the opportunity to order it up,
Yep.
maybe directly from you, so I don't have to get any money to Amazon.
It'll be on my website when
All
it's
right,
ready. Front page. We'll
excellent.
see. So I
Well,
felt called to do this.
would like to do these interviews is
Hmm.
I'm insatiably curious.
Hmm.
And what goes through my head continuously is, oh my God, what has changed? So much has changed. And
Hmm.
I didn't know if you had that perspective from 46 years of what was our world like before licensing, what was our world like internationally and nationally, as far as continuing education or education-based education for massage therapists, or how the world of touch from a consumer, from a client's perspective, might have changed. Do you ever have any thoughts on that, or you ever share that in your classes?
Um, it's changed and it hasn't changed. So there's a little bit of both. There's been a lot more acceptance. I mean, we have the franchises. So, but I was just on a tour in Montana and Yellowstone, and I couldn't believe how many people didn't get massages
Yeah,
and
yeah,
how the
it's still
local
very large.
people didn't know there was a massage school in Bozeman. I was like, that kind of surprised me how we still are cutting edge. We still aren't fully accepted. Like what I dreamed of still hasn't manifested in the way I would like to see it manifest. I was continuing ed and it was happening, but if there isn't CEs needed, you don't fill up as a CE provider in most
Right. And
locations.
Montana doesn't require it.
No, they do.
They do, yeah.
And I
So
fill
that's
up.
what you're saying. Way back when we had a lot fewer options. We
Right.
traveled US wide. I went San Francisco. Michigan. I was all over the place getting my base continuing education classes. So people are actually staying very local to their homes, which somewhat, in my opinion, can isolate us. And it
Mm,
doesn't allow us
yeah.
to be connecting as much to share ideas and thoughts. And, you may want to hang out in Southeast because there's a strong pregnancy massage program, right? But
Mhm.
that's what we used to do. We would go on to different parts of the country and osteopathy up in the Midwest. And over here, we'd be at the pregnancy massage. So it has changed in that way. So do you see people traveling into your area from another region when they take classes?
Yeah, yeah, they
Still
do.
doing that. So if you were new to the continuing world, you've just gotten your license in massage. Let's say you don't have a lot of career experience. You
Hmm.
might, but it's a completely different career you've come into. What
Hmm.
would you like know with all your years of experience teaching and being someone who's received and learned in continuing education format? What's the one message you'd love to share with those of the next generation?
Find out what you're passionate about. Like if you're really into sports, you should go take sports, you know, massage. If you're really into, like I am, I mean, basically it came out of having babies and getting pregnancy massage for all my kids, all my labors, all postpartum. I had all of it. They were all of my kids, three of them. And I would say that that created my passion. So whatever calls you, like you are really passionate about something, maybe a family member is ill with cancer and you are like, I want to work with people who are going through that. That's what you should target. Because passion comes through my teaching, but it comes through my hands when I do the work, that I really care and have empathy for the journey that person is on.
Right. And so, are there times of your life that you had burnout and that also helped pull you back in? Or have you never dealt with any kind of burnout? You've always been just drive forward. I know what my next thing is because I took another class that was inspirational or read another book.
So I would say stick with what you love and then take care of your own body. And right now I'm doing strength training and it's really been awesome.
Recently, we did a survey with several massage therapists across North Carolina, asking them if you could wish for something and changes. Well, it wasn't asked this way, but basically, what is your one wish if things were to change with the law? Is pretty much what they read, but how they answered. And I had so many people say, after 20 years, I should not be required to take either continuing education as a requirement for my relicensure, or I should not be required to take an ethics class. I have an opinion about that.
Mhm.
Well, do you have an opinion about that?
Well, having been in it as long as I've been in, I can see their point. But it is important to know what's happening and changing with the laws. So I do agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same here. When we focus on that, it does help people realize, oh, that's right, I should pay attention. Yeah, yeah. One of my things with my passion for why I wanted to be a part of PERG and kind of lead this whole collective group of people working together to collaborate is that just and information sharing is so critical to doing your job correctly for the public. I guess the way you say it, to keep the public safe. There's
right.
so much misinformation that when they try to make a new law to fix something, uh, everybody's just confused. But if we could all just pay attention to what the primary purpose is, I find it helpful. And
Yes.
we'll
And-
see. We'll see if we can get better at communicating in general.
Right.
So
And explaining those laws and the changes very simply so we can really get it, not in legalese.
yes. Uh, so your one thing, would you say to people, all right, nobody wants to take continuing education after 20 years. It must mean that we stopped developing and
Mhm.
now we're just going through the motions.
Mhm.
Is that what you're saying?
No. I think taking continuing ed is again following your passion. And
There's
it's
always a way.
so, and I'm the same way too. I want somebody local because I don't like to travel as much as I
Me
did.
neither. Not my, I
So
used to love it,
yeah,
but not for teaching. I found that out when I was teaching overseas. I loved the 6 months. That was fantastic, but I was like, oh no,
yeah, I've never
I'm
taught overseas.
local.
I did a few island classes, but that was it. Yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I guess maybe we need more continuing education and variety. That would be the way
Yeah.
to go.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll do my best to try to bring that at least to help people cross borders. And even if it's crossing from over to Virginia,
Yeah.
hopefully people can find places to stay and places to rent and through the PERGONLINE. But
Right.
if they're um, just like to keep encouraging people to stay connected. And if you are feeling a little burned out or disconnected, to reach out to some of these people that are out there in the field, and hey, you can see their flame, you can see their passion. I like the conventions as well for that reason.
Yeah, and I have to admit AMTA has been good to me. So I don't know, there's all those different other groups, but
Yeah,
AMTA hasn't,
yeah,
you go when you're there.
yeah.
And I remember the one in Raleigh. I thought, man, I've had so many hugs today. It's been great. I was like, my
I
oxytocin
love the
levels
one.
are high.
That's where
And
I met the teacher from New Zealand, so I could go teach in New Zealand. Was that national convention in Raleigh?
okay,
So I
yeah,
just showed up with my books. I was like, look, I finally got these self-published. I was
yeah,
like very proud of myself. And he was like, all right, I want to talk to you. You're a go-getter. So yeah,
okay,
it's neat.
yeah,
Those conventions are a great launching point for taste testing and asking lots of questions to different people. Who do you like? Why do you like it?
right,
How's it fit into your practice?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's just hope that this field continues. I did want to wrap back around just as that question of what has changed. And my thing that I always share in my classes is think about how touch has become what I would call pigeonholed. So
Hmm.
when you go out into the world, you're encased in your car, you leave your house, you're encased in your car, you get out of your car, you go into a shop, you electronically pay for something, and you leave,
Hmm.
unless that one thing is a massage that week
Hmm.
or another type of touch based
Hmm.
interaction and connection. It's not at your doctor's necessarily. They're
Right.
taking a breath. Anyway, so I touch is, I think, scary for the public, and it could be why Montana has regressed. I would think Montana at one time might have had more people excited about bodywork and touch, but there's the rules around bodywork have become so rigid to
Mhm.
the mindset of the person who is not introduced to the world of bodywork yet. So
Okay.
I encourage everybody to just keep spreading the word about how it can keep your spirit
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah. The
Not in bodywork,
hands-on,
but
the
yeah,
hands-on is where you really learn. Even though
yeah.
I do some home study and I have some video, the hands-on is where it's really at.
And that's where the spirit is as well. I
Yeah.
I truly believe being in person together as much as we can is the way to receive your continuing education if you want to remember it. So,
Mhm.
how are you when people want to stay in touch with you?
I would say email, but it depends on if I'm either teaching a class or doing a trip somewhere, and then I get backlogged and then I forget. So I say to my students, if you've got a question for me and I haven't answered, send it again.
Absolutely.
So
So, email is
yeah,
your best. Do
email's
you
the
have an
best.
email address you'd like to spell out?
Sure, it's my full name. It's Claire Marie Miller, 1979, which is the year I graduated from massage school, on my 25th birthday at gmail.com. And I
Really
do
helped us
have one little
all. So
add-on.
I would
I've been
better
writing my
and as a
memoir.
student.
So thank you
I,
for
It's
we're
taking
in
it
the
on.
edit
I would
process, and
love
it
to
may
have
be
a
out
national
by the
presence
end of the
for it,
summer. And it's
but
called
I
A
don't
Tale
think
of
I
Two
have the
Boulders
bandwidth to do it or
because I was
the
stranded in
interest in
Boulder,
finding people's
Colorado
mailing
in a big
addresses.
snowstorm,
But
Yeah.
and that's
but
what led
from the
me to
National
massage school.
PERGONLINE,
And
it's
then I
just
was
such an
stranded
easy
in
search.
9/11in
The
Boulder,
Okay.
keyword box is
Montana,
so
which led
fun.
me
It's
to
like, what
fall
do
in
I
love
want?
with
Lymphatic,
Montana,
bam.
Yellowstone, and the
In my
war.
Okay.
neighborhood,
So
bam.
both have
So
been
and it's
pivotal
designed.
moments
It's a nice
in
design
my
for the
life, and the
modern
Excellent.
story kind of
person who
revolves
uses their
around
phone all the
some of
time.
that, but a
Right.
lot of my
Right.
career too.
Yeah. The younger
So
Thank you.
nice. Well, I
Yep.
have a
look forward
great
to having
day.
the
All right.
Opportunity
See you in the
to
blueberry
order
field.
it up. Yeah,
Yep.
maybe directly from you, so I don't have to give any money to Amazon.
It'll be on my website when
All
it's ready.
right.
Front page. We'll
Excellent.
see. So I felt
Well,
called to do this.
well, Claire, thank you so much for being here today for the PERG interviews. We are just starting the series.